everyone, welcome to my what's in my bag video. Technically this isn't like my essential everyday kind of bag because I don't really have one, but this is the bag I use the most, and it is I think the first thing I ever bought off Vinted, which is quite interesting. Like, I literally got this for like £2 and I've gotten like more compliments on this bag than I ever have on like any of my other ones. And it's also just like the most practical. So for starters, I'll show you the outside of it. So I have my little pusheen keychain. Usually like every couple months I'll change which pusheen I use because I have like a collection of different pusheen keychains. But yeah, this is this little guy. And in second we have my little snake jelly cat, which goes with me everywhere. Okay, so I think I'll start off with what's in the front two pockets, and that is this little pouch that keeps my surprisingly very old digital camera. I think I got this when I was like 8, and I brought it to uni with me because, you know, they're kind of being normalized now. Yeah, I just think it's so good at taking photos, and it's just very cute, and I have all my old photos on it, so I just love it. I did used to have like a proper pouch for it, but I can't seem to find that recently, so I've just been using this little fish pouch recently. But yeah, that's the first thing. And then in the other pocket we have my broken claw clip because I sometimes get really annoyed at my hair and I just need it back out of my face. So this comes in handy, even though it doesn't have a quarter of its side, but it still works, it's still pretty good. So going into the actual bag itself, the first thing I have is of course my headphones. I think the one thing that stays the most consistent through all my bags is my headphones. I do not leave these at home. I need to take them everywhere with me. They have a noise cancelling option, which I find really helpful, but yeah, they're just so compact and they can go like this, so it easily fits into my bag. But yeah, I never leave the house without my headphones, or at least I try not to. Sometimes I forget them and then I have to like run back, because it's usually one of the only things I will actually bother to go back for. But the second thing is my travel watercolor set by Winsor & Newton. It is pretty old now. The blue is like almost gone because I just did a watercolor project and I used up so much, but I have got a new watercolor set, so once I've finished with this I can move on to properly using that one. And then to go alongside that, I bring my little, what I carry water in to do watercolor, because I don't know, I like having my own things in the classroom. I don't really like having to go up to the table of like shared stuff and then picking out something of theirs. So I bring this with me, especially when we have like a media focused class, because if you didn't know, I'm an art student, so basically most of this bag is to do with like my class and like what I bring. But yeah, following up from that, I have my random assortment of paintbrushes, varying sizes. I think these are like one of the only paintbrushes that I haven't managed to ruin yet, so I need to be very careful with these because the amount of paintbrushes that I've just accidentally left in the water and they've just gone so crusty. If you know how to fix a like extremely crusty paintbrush, please let me know because it is horrific. But next thing is my personal sketchbook. I think even when I go to class I still like to bring my personal sketchbook because it just like lets me do like different doodles and stuff and like plan out ideas without having to have a massive A4 sketchbook to like look at me and be like, oh look, your ideas are bad. But speaking of A4 sketchbook, the next thing is my Falmouth University sketchbook. I've actually been through like 3 different versions of these because they just don't have a lot of paper, but they're the cheapest option, so I always go for them, and in the long run it still saves money because these are like 50p each. but yeah, it usually lasts me like for each module. But yeah, next thing is my little pouch of essentials. So I have like plasters, bobby pins, hair clips in here, basically stuff like that. I think I got this from Bath, I think, and I just thought it was so cute. Very expensive. I'm pretty sure my sister got it for me actually though. So this was a present, but I really love the design. So yeah, that holds all of my like important stuff and stuff that I just might need. But yeah, moving on, we have my wallet. I keep all my accommodation keys on here and my little loop earplugs because they always come in handy, and if I forget my headphones, they're always a very good backup, and they're just amazing because of the outside world, very noisy, so sometimes I need those. And then I think the last thing is my pencil case. This is quite old now. I know it doesn't look it. I like keep my pencil case relatively like very much new looking. I feel like a lot of people like that I know their pencil cases are like ruined and shredded after like a year. But yeah, I basically just carry all of my really ugly cheap stationery in here, so I'm not going to show you because this is not organized. This is a very big mess. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. I don't think there's anything else. Thought I'd give you a little... That's what my bag actually looks like. It has a zipper at the top, which is very, very useful because when it starts raining, God forbid, I do not want my sketchbook to get drenched with water because this is like a form of tote bag. But yeah, this is the label. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I know that this isn't what I usually film, but I thought it'd be quite fun because I like watching these on YouTube. So yeah, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Ta-ta-ta-ta.